Hey guys, so in my last video I was telling you about basically the hobbies that I wanted to show you, and I talked about my lightsaber performances. And this is the guy that got me into it because he had a lightsaber and I wanted one, and I eventually got one, and he's like, let's do cool stuff, and then we did cool stuff.
I had to drag you kicking and screaming.
No, I just wanted a different lightsaber. Anyway, that's the story for another time. But basically, the whole thing is built around this right here. And these started to become popular a couple of years ago, probably around 2008 is when. It's when the industry, and there's a lot of companies that make these things because, you know, the film company Lucasfilm, they partnered with like Hasbro toys to make toy lightsabers, but those weren't really, they didn't, you know, you held them, you're like, this is a cheap plastic toy.
And well, it's not that it was cheap plastic necessarily later on, but the
yeah.
problem is that like that's the, you know, $180 lightsaber that you just picked up.
If you got like a master replica's like, you know, Anakin Skywalker lightsaber, it would just be sitting on a wall and that's it.
Well, that's not true. People would do it all the time. Like one of the performers that I know, like he had one that he kept on his belt was Anakin Skywalker, but as soon as you looked into the hilt, you saw wires and stuff. And like, what'd you do that? And he's like, well, I had this when I was a little kid and I played with it and I freaking broke it. Because they're not meant for dueling. They're not meant for dueling.
So, you know, a lot of Star Wars fans, they wanted something that they could that really made them feel like they were holding a real lightsaber and that they could actually duel with. And so they started making these bodies that they could detach blades with. You know, they would have the hilt, and then you could slip a blade in and tighten a screw, and then you have something that you can really smack.
You should go tighten that screw.
Yeah.
Don't mean it inappropriate or anything.
And, you know, before they started doing this, they had LED strings in the blade, and that's how a lot of the replicas work. But they noticed when dueling that, you know, the impact, that would break the LED chain, and then you'd have like LEDs that weren't lit, or it could make the whole blade just not work, and it was a mess. So they eventually created, you know, a bright enough LED inside the hilt that could fully illuminate the blade without the blade being anything special other than really strong plastic.
The funny thing about these LEDs is that, so there's 4 LEDs in most lightsabers that are made by when you ask most people that do these, it's usually 3 major lightsaber companies. Ultra Sabers, Saber Forge, and Vader's Wall. And it's funny because these LEDs are brighter. They're bright. No, they're brighter than my car headlights. I mean, because the thing is, they're actually not as bright as you think they're, because they have a magnifying glass in them and stuff, and a bunch of other ways to make it brighter. But the base LED, this is brighter than my car.
Like they come with special inserts, so that, you know, if you don't have the blade in it and you accidentally point it at somebody, you're not gonna blind them.
Oh, you can blind them with those, for sure.
So the lights aren't messing around, and they can. That's why they can fully illuminate a blade, and it may look a little not fully illuminated because, you know, we got a bunch of lights, and a bunch of lights will overpower my one light, but they can still look pretty bright even on camera.
I was just screwing around with a PVC pipe, like, I have a katana.
And so we do this to not only because we love Star Wars so much, but so that we can share that love of Star Wars and share that fandom with other people through performances. And we just performed at the Rogue One, and we'll probably show you a video of what at least our section was in the performance, because that was pretty cool. And then they did one previously for Comic-Con, and then we have FanX coming up.
They've done them for kids events of a bunch of sorts. Mostly they would partner with either Saber Guild or Kids Heroes, which is a really great organization that's local here. That basically it starts with a guy that kind of looked like Iron Man. He dressed up like an Iron Man suit and like went to a kid's hospital.
That'd be pretty cool.
He's super,
what about Iron Man with a lightsaber?
Well, I mean, that's totally like the coolest thing.
That would be terrifying.
Well,
I mean, could you imagine, like, if I was like Thanos and I was like, oh crap, it's Tony flipping Stark with a lightsaber, I'd back off, man. Well,
no,
maybe no. Okay.
So he holds like all things in his hand.
Well, when he has all the Infinity Stones. Anyway, we're not that big of nerds. Just a
Don't
little
lie
bit.
to them, Everett. They'll figure out.
Just a little bit.
And then they'll quote you, and then you know what they'll do? They'll send like really strongly worded, you know, like physically mail it to you.
Okay.
And it'll make you cry.
As long as those mails come with money.
I don't think it will. I think it'll
probably
come with,
not.
like, never mind. Not fun things.
Anyway, yeah. So that's this hobby. We're gonna do some later videos of either choreography we're working on, or just videos of our practices, or just you know, whatever that comes up with this hobby, because you know I want to take you guys along with this, because it's really just like such a great community that does this, and it'd be really nice to just get it more out there so more people know about it. Oh, okay. He has a holocron that he likes to play with.
Teaches me things.
Yeah. Alright, well, thank you guys for watching. You know, I promise that I'm going to have at least one video a week, and I'm sticking to that. And this guy's going to help me stick to that. His name is Justin, by the way. Alright, thank you guys.
I'm a special snowflake.
Special.
Don't judge me.